So I'm just gonna loop around, pick up some ore, rob a bunch of loot boxes, and then I'll migrate to a safe location and do some crafting. Let me grab one more bit of ore. I'll do another loop. So, the server's up but not up, right? I mean, it's not announced up, but sometimes they'll turn it on a little early, and I suspect the team at Crowfall will turn it on after the snap test today, and just hopefully they went home. God bless them. I check the lobby all the time because I'm managing my skills and noticed that the server was up. So I jumped in the server, I don't know, first or second on Misery. And here, real quick, let me cheat a little bit, get my health back up, and then have myself riding the surface. Takes away the noise of me digging around. I mean, I will get used to that noise because I'm going to live. I really am going to live in the dirt during this game. But the biggest piece I found is that as soon as we all zone in, you kind of all zone in on the server in the same general location. I probably spent 8 minutes running completely away from everyone else. Then I built my basic weapon set, and that's all I'm using is my basic weapon set. Oh, hello, purple. Oh, we like purple gold. And so with good materials like that, I'm instantly stacking them into my spirit bank so I can go and use them later. So if you take a look at the screen, don't be all judgy. I've created this just since the server turned on a little early. And so the trick is I found a series of houses that all have loot in them. Loot boxes in them, and let me see here, Alt ZZ. Let me see if that makes the chat work again. I mean, it's not that I'm against chat. I don't like it to slow me down too much, but then I was able to run around the world after I created my basic set, because you need at least a weapon so I can get into my burrow, right? So as a duelist, low profile, stay in the ground, craft in the ground, harder to see at a distance, yada yada. And then I found a nice faux city here, and even though the materials aren't always the highest level, I don't care. So my whole concept is there's been some changes and updates, and as a crafting tester, I mean, that's really what I am, is more of a crafting tester. God, if they have to rely on me to test combat, this game has no chance at all. I'm taking some risk by not clearing everything out of my inventory ASAP, but I have not seen anyone in this area. The density on the server is kind of low right now because it's not announced open. I think they just turned it on and everyone went home for the night, which is perfect by me, because that means by the time everyone tests tomorrow at 8 a.m., my spirit bank will be full, and I will be off the dangerous server and sitting on Sanctuary with high-end mats for us to play around with, which is really my goal. I mean, that's what I test. So you see, I did those 3 already. So the trouble is that they're not really laid out easily to sweep through quickly. So like I said, I'm only running this stream just so people can see Crowfall. It's not like I'm really hoping to accomplish anything for the next 30 minutes or so. I'm going to stream about 30 minutes of me gathering here, and I'm not even gathering. I'm more like I'm looting, to be honest. But it's just faster right now. I mean, I do plenty of gathering, and when I go to Sanctuary, I'll spend the time to create. I'll show you how to create basic weapons real quick. So if you get a chance to come into the server, you're not going, well, how the hell am I supposed to get equipped? There are some quick tips to get you your most basic of basic items. So you're not just completely nothing but gank food, right? We all want to. This house has been empty the whole time. I mean, I keep coming back to it, hoping there'll be something in that chest. But the fact that the F is on, shows that the chest has spawned to be looted, right? I mean, when I empty this, see how this is gone, and now the F doesn't appear. That shows that there's nothing in its inventory to be taken. This other one, it spawns as if it has something. It just doesn't. There's just nothing in there to loot. So. But hey, that's what testing is for. To figure out stuff like that. So, did I do this one? I don't know if I did this one. That's right. Again, it's not as mission critical for me to be psychotically perfect on everything right now because there's no confessor or anyone just chasing me around. Oh. See, and then you get a chest like that, and then I'm like, well, and I better spend the time and effort to stack all this stuff, because if somebody came by and hit me now, I'd have no one to complain to or bitch to, well, except maybe you on the stream and myself. But as you can see, I'm going to be well stocked to be able to do some theory crafting here soon. Now, we don't know how often they're going to be wiping materials, and if for some reason some dupe bug sneaks in, and we will be testing and trying to make things happen. I mean, I won't be trying to dupe things, but I'm not going to lie to you. If I if I kick out a dupe bug, that makes me happy, because I'm more than happy to document something like that. Look at all these damn apples. This is just joyful, right? I mean, yeah, so let me get some more. I need all. That's enough. No. Exit. Yeah, as soon as I seen blue or purple, I really need to. I just want to make sure I clear out my inventory. So I found a loop. Of course, that was part of my 8 minutes of running. I found a loop that allowed me to, let's just say the boxes have these loot boxes have a cycle of spawn rate, right? I'm sure it's going to change in the game, but I mean, right now it's just, how long each box takes to respawn loot is probably some variable that somebody just figures out and types up a number, and it's probably sitting in a placeholder somewhere. So all I've done is figured that out, created a loop, so by the time that I get back to where I started, that's where I mined that copper. If you were at the beginning of this stream, you saw that I was mining some copper. And the only reason I'm mining some copper is, well, I actually did train some skills and just trying to see if there's any improvement. Right there, I'm training some harvesting skills. It also helps fill my time so that I can get back on this cycle. So that is the last house that I loot from. And then I run back through this My wife made me some tea for me to stay awake. It's not that late, but you know, I'm not really a long-term night owl. I do okay, but let's just say we went drinking this evening for dinner, so a little caffeine can't hurt. So I'm gonna swing by here. Ooh, hello. How did that happen? Oh. Okay, let's go back there and try that again, huh? Did you guys see how that happened? No. Okay, I gotta try one more time. If not, I gotta figure out how in the hell that happened, right? I was at a certain distance and it climbed me up on that thing. God, I'm gonna have to keep testing that with next loop, right? I mean, I don't want to waste too much time because at any time everyone can decide to pile onto the servers. Oh, see, I'm not getting, I've got a lot of purple gold, right? I'm not getting a lot of purple other ores, and that's really what I'd like to see because, I mean, I know what the stats are for high-end gold. Look at that. 4 times as much high-end gold as I've received any other material. Right? I'm just keeping some crap ore around in case I need to create some pots for when I do some crafting, but isn't that crazy? And so how in the hell did my 4... Okay, people. Not that there's anyone in the stream, but if there was someone in the stream, you know, maybe someone watching this stream later can help me understand how in the hell my I'm underground, let me jump ahead, jumped me onto the top of a tent. Can help me understand how in the hell my So let me cycle back to my default location, and of course I have my black bar up to keep you guys from telling where my default location is. But I mean, if you play the game a couple of hours and run the map, it's a pretty large map. They're not messing around. I mean, they're expecting to have people spread out. There are some people who are chasing people down to gank, and there are some people who are not. I am not. But with a little bit of skill, I'm pretty sure you guys could probably figure out where I'm at. God, I'm not getting as much. You know, I have not seen any purple leather. It's interesting. You know, not this one and the next, right? Let me see over here. Is anything going on? Is chat working? Nope, not for me. I mean, I probably, if I logged out and came back in again, maybe it would. So again, I've been popping up here. I'll test a couple potions, and then I'll make another loop. Let's take a quick look around.